Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa, and today I actually have a really fun video for you guys. I'm going to be telling you 50 plus things you can do this summer instead of sitting on your phone and scrolling. I know, we've all been there. Me personally, that's pretty much how I spent last summer, just sitting on my phone and scrolling my life away, and that's not what we're doing this year. There are going to be some indoor, outdoor, with friends, alone. I'm going to have something for everyone, so if that's something you're interested in, let's get into it. First idea is to go out into whatever forest or whatever nature you have by your house and collect some flowers and make your own bouquet. This can be really fun because you can assemble your own mix of flowers that you like, and you can honestly pick out anything and it's free. My next idea for you is painting with nature. If you haven't heard, it's basically when you get like a little painting palette tray, whatever it's called, and you go outside again and you pretty much pick up like dandelions or whatever flowers and things you can find to coordinate with the colors that you would usually paint with, and you try to make kind of natural paint out of these things, and then you paint something using nature. Like, how cool is that? That's definitely something I'm gonna try this summer. You can also dress up and have an outdoor photo shoot with your friends. Sure, this idea is kind of 2020 coded, but so am I. Number 4, also kind of a classic, tie-dye shirts. I feel like that's an activity that never really goes out of style, and it's something that you could do pretty much every summer, and it'll always be really fun. You can also visit your local craft store and make charm bracelets. This is an idea that I've seen more and more people doing recently, and it's really cool because they just pick out a chain bracelet kind of like this one, and then they just go and pick out whatever charms that they have, and you can honestly do it for not that much money, and then you just have these cute little charm bracelets or anklets if you want for the summer. I've also seen some people make summer tray decor. Now, I get that this sounds kind of ambiguous. They get like a wooden box from the dollar store, and then sometimes they paint it or just bejewel it in some way or another and make like a summer box. They could either throw books in there, whatever. And this goes hand in hand with my next point, which was actually make a bikini box. I've seen a lot of people doing this in like 2019 era when like the Visco girls were everywhere. People would get these boxes and they would pretty much paint them a little bit and then have like these really cute bikini boxes to keep in their room. And to go again into the creative ideas that you could do, painting shorts. Like, I feel like that's always fun, and I feel like people have been doing that since like Tumblr era. I've seen people also bejewel shorts since this year the rock chic aesthetic is kind of back. Another idea is find something that you're really passionate about and make a secret Instagram account for it. Make a secret account. Don't tell anyone, don't tell your friends or family, just make a secret account for it. If you really like knitting, for example, make a secret knitting account and then just spam post the entire summer. Who knows, it could take you somewhere. Like, what if it takes you somewhere? You know what I mean? You can also do a claw clip painting / decorating. You could do it by yourself or with friends. Again, go to the dollar store, the craft store, whatever, buy some jewels, paint, whatever you like, and just like kind of customize your own claw clips. I think it's really fun if you also like embroider your name on them. Is that the right word? Embroider? I think that's when you sew. I don't know. Just get like your initials on it, which I think is really cute with anything. You can also design your own bookmarks, and I promise guys, this isn't just all like a creative hobbies kind of thing. Like, this will get more outdoor, maybe more social as I go along. This is just the order that I listed down my points in when I thought of them. If you read a lot, I'm sure you need more than one bookmark, because if you're anything like me, you read more than one book at once. And another thing that I saw that was really cute is rhinestone painting. So people will sometimes make designs of things that they see on Pinterest or whatever, but they will make them using rhinestones, which I think is a really creative way to get something artistic done. And it's also really great if you're like me and you can't paint for shit. Okay, into the more social stuff, chalk date with your friends. I know it sounds kind of childish, but guys, bear with me. A lot of stuff on this list is going to be childish because one thing I'm about is reconnecting with your inner child and not feeling any shame about it. So get your friends, go outside, and get some chalk. I'm being dead ass. To go hand in hand with that, this can be really fun. Water balloon fight. Why did we ever stop doing those? Those were so fun as a kid. I want you to do it this summer and feel zero shame about it, because you don't have to act like an adult all the time. Like, who cares? Have a water balloon fight with your friends if you feel like it. My next idea for you is an outdoor movie night. If you have a projector or something, you could just take it outside, get some friends, blankets, maybe do it by the campfire, get your laptop or like an iPad or something, and literally just have like a little Netflix night. This one is gonna piss some people off, especially if you don't like waking up in the morning, but be a morning person for one day this summer and go watch the sunrise. Like, go wake up super early while it's still dark out and go watch the sunrise, and I promise you will appreciate just how beautiful and peaceful and calm you feel in the moment. Another idea, take a road trip to the beach. You can obviously do this with friends. I feel like road trips are just a really fun thing that not enough of us really appreciate or do in the summer, because anytime you go on one, it's like literally, at least for me, like road trips are usually the highlights of my summer. So I feel like it makes sense to suggest that to you guys to do them more. You can go take like a camping trip, or I just put a trip to the beach because that's what I wish I had. I live in Ontario, so Yeah, take a road trip to the beach. Next idea, start a yoga slash Pilates journey. And by journey, I mean, don't treat this as like a workout or a way to get fit. Kind of just treat it as something you're going to challenge yourself to do every day in the summer to become more flexible. By the end of the summer, you're going to be like doing headstands and shit. Have a traditional slumber party. Again, reconnecting ourselves with that inner child that we love and cherish so much. Invite some of your girls over, have some sleeping bags, some movies, face masks, and just have a traditional slumber party. If you're a little older, you could do this exact same thing, but make it a themed cocktail night. I know you guys have seen these all over TikTok. Pretty much you can make any sort of theme. Like for example, people do like my ex theme, and then they'll have like the red flag cocktail, like I don't know, the ghosted cocktail, like stuff like that. Next point, throw a creative girl dinner. You know when you go to like a restaurant like Kelsey's or Montana's and they have that like long sort of like paper as like the tablecloth that you can color on and shit, literally recreate that in your house and have your girls come over and you can kind of just draw stuff, sip on some wine, you know, this could go hand in hand with the theme cocktail night. But you just basically have this option of everyone just doodling away. Next idea, if you really like to cook, you can create a recipe book. This can be really fun because you can go on Canva and they have these beautiful designs that you could use for free and you can literally make your own cookbook. And this is really nice if you have family recipes or stuff that's sort of passed down and you want to keep it all in one place. Do the deaf, blind, and mute challenge, especially if you have like a trio of friends. And if you guys haven't seen this on YouTube, it's pretty much where people cook or bake something, except one person has no eyesight, one person can't hear, and one person can't talk. And it's just a really chaotic and kind of funny thing to do. Another thing you could do this summer, start scrapbooking. Make a scrapbook. This can be especially great if you're traveling this summer. Just gather a bunch of trinkets and postcards and stickers from places and make a scrapbook. It'll be such a nice creative outlet and really fun memories to look back on later. Go on a picnic with your friends. Again, underrated but simple. Grab some snacks, get like a picnic cloth, maybe some bubbly. Throw a sunset party. You could do it in like an outdoor setting and an indoor setting. You could do it on a patio. It's kind of like a picnic, but make it a party. Have a bonfire with marshmallows. You're not sad, you just need s'mores. That's all I'll say. Go to a drive-in movie, especially if you haven't before. I go probably every summer at least 2 to 3 times. It's one of those non-negotiables for me that just reconnects me with the summer vibe. Make friendship bracelets. You could do this with the charm bracelet idea that I suggested earlier, or you could just flat out make friendship bracelets the way you would in camp when you were a kid. I'm completely shameless about doing quote-unquote childish activities because I think there's nothing wrong with reconnecting with your inner child, and if you feel shame about it, you're weird. Get away from me. I was always so locked in when I was making these. You think I had time to go on my phone? Girl. Do a slip and slide with caution, obviously, because I've seen some people get pretty injured doing this. Get like a tarp and dish soap. You deserve to slip and slide, Miss Girl. Next idea, geocaching. This is something that I heard of a few years ago that's really cool, but you basically get this app. You almost like look for trinkets and clues that people left around in your area, and from what I understand, you go and once you find like quote unquote trinket that they left behind, you replace it with another one for someone to find. It's just a really cool and interesting concept that I don't see a lot of people talking about, so definitely give it a try. Thrifting. This is really great if you're into fashion. I feel like in the summer you get the best time to thrift, to be honest, because everyone's dumping their spring wardrobe clean out, and it's always such a fun thing to do. Next idea, learn something extremely unusual to the point that you can brag about it. I've seen people suggest this with like such weird things. Like I've seen people even suggest like become super smart in like poisons. Like learn all the poisons inside out. And then like imagine just throwing that into a conversation to someone you just met. Oh yeah, I just know XYZ point about XYZ poison and these are the effects and this is what can happen to you. I don't know why. I feel like that's quirky and I would really appreciate somebody if they knew something to that extent. I can really appreciate the freak and I can match the freak of somebody who is proficient in an arbitrary topic for no reason. Puzzle and wine night. For some reason, I feel like the more intoxicated you are, the more fun problem solving becomes, even though it becomes more challenging. It just becomes sillier. So again, if you're of age, you could do this with alcohol. Again, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm personally like not a big drinker. Like I know I'm suggesting and like joking about some things that are like fun with alcohol, but that's just because I perceive that other people would find those fun with alcohol. I personally am not a big drinker, so I'm 100% for doing these things sober as well. Go on a bike ride in nature. I don't know why. I feel like like nobody really does that anymore. Maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, maybe I'm tripping. But I just don't see MFs out on their bikes anymore. So I want to see you guys out on the bike this summer. Knee pads, elbow pads, helmet on. Go to the farmer's market. This can be really great on weekend mornings if you're looking to make something like fresh bread with maybe a little jam, pick up some flowers. Like this can be such a cutesy little idea to do on the weekends. Read a book / annotate it. I feel like reading is a pretty common thing to do, but annotating isn't as much. Also, you can gift it to someone after. If it's a book that you can foresee yourself giving to someone and you annotate it, I feel like that's the cutest and most genuine thing you can sort of give as a gift for someone. Make your own sorbet / froyo. I feel like, again, super underrated and budget friendly summer activity that you could do. Redo your room. I'm a person who loves to redo my room, and I don't mean like paint job and everything. I just mean like move some things around. For like miss the thrill of being a child and just rearranging your room and it feeling like a brand new room and you feeling like Bob the Builder, just so accomplished. You scratch the hell out of the floors. Your parents get like pissed at you, but the room looks cute, right? Rearrange your room. That can be something really fun and refreshing to do. Write a diss track because it's funny, and I'm not speaking from experience or anything like that, but it can be really fun to do. All you need is GarageBand and your phone. It can be a fun way to get those feelings out, if you know what I mean. If someone's been giving you a hard time, just write a diss track on them. I feel like it's such a healthy way to sort of get out those feelings of frustration towards someone. Like if you have a manager that you really fucking hate, write a diss track on him. I mean, you might be a lyrical genius. You might surprise yourself. Again, not like speaking from experience or anything. You can also make a seashell / rock box. I know that sounds really random, but I think it's really cool when people collect little rocks or kind of seashells that they find at the beach and then use them for decorative purposes, like not just keep them in your room in like a random drawer. Like get a little box. You can make yourself a jewelry box and just hot glue these little seashells to it. Like so mermaid core. Come on. I got a special power that I'm not afraid to use, 'cause I'm Next thing you could try is pottery painting. Really fun to do by yourself or even with friends, but you can probably find some place in your city. You don't make the pottery, they make it for you. Pick out like a cup or like a plate or something like that, and then you just paint it. You leave it in the churn, the urn. I don't know. What is that thing called? The thing that bakes the pottery? The churn? I don't know. But they leave it in there for like a week, and then you come back and like you have this beautiful pottery that you painted yourself. I'll actually show you one that I did. Sorry guys, my perfume. My perfume little tray that I made. This was pottery painted. So I just got like a plate and I just painted these cutesy little bears and this bow on it. And now I'll use it as a little jewelry tray / perfume tray. Let me just put this shit back. Have a themed party. Again, underrated idea and gets the gang together. You could do like an 80s party or just a white lie party, if you guys have ever seen that. Like they get a white t-shirt and basically write like a white lie on it or something like that. Like there are just so many cool parties that you could have that are not generic show up and drink parties. Like have a themed party.
What the hell? Like you're young, what are you doing?
Next idea, write some letters to future you. I feel like this is something that I'm definitely going to do this year because in a way I think it's manifesting your future life, but at the same time it's nice to reflect back and read those letters later. I actually filmed a video myself to watch for when I was 21, when I was 18, and it's so crazy to see like what questions I had for myself, how I talked to myself, what I like, where I expected I would be by this point in my life. Like
the hurricane Katrina!
I saw a video that I'm supposed to watch when I turn 18, which is in like 2 weeks. So I wanted to make one for when I'm because right now I work at H&M to shift and one shop. If I'm like not a millionaire in 3 years, it's gonna disappoint my past self.
It's interesting for sure, so make sure to check that out. Another thing you could do by yourself or with other people, binge movie night. This can honestly be your favorite series. It could be your favorite TV show. Just have a little binge movie night. I see people doing this all the time with shit like Harry Potter, and then they get like little Harry Potter snacks and like, I don't know. I personally don't have the patience for it, but if you are a movie fanatic, this is probably a great way to stay off your phone and do something that's a little bit more interesting. Go tan with your friends. I know it's really basic and we've all done it before, but like nothing beats a little cooler, some sunshine sunshine, some UV8, and some vibes. That's just, I'm gonna be doing that probably every day this summer, not gonna lie. Go to a cooking class. This is one of those things that like you could do across any age. Stargazing. I feel like at least for us, I live in Canada, it's a lot more clear in the summer. We could see more of the stars. So that's something that I personally love to do all the time. Like whenever there's a meteor shower or anything like that. I feel like in August we get a lot of good ones. So keep an eye out for that. To go hand in hand with that, you can also just lie down in the rain and like, I don't know, think it's like, it's kind of overstimulating, but like in a good way. Like I really like the feeling of like the humid summer air and just lying down in the grass in the rain. It's like reconnecting with nature, and it's honestly so therapeutic. Go on a hike with some music. This can be really great if you have trails in your area or you're somebody who likes to be outdoors more. This is definitely something you could look into and do if the weather permits it, which in the summer it will. And my last idea for you is to learn a new language. This is something that I think you could do at any point in your life, and it's always a cool skill to have. If you have the free time and you don't want to be in your phone, do something useful. Learn a language. Like that can be something that can really help you out later in your life, and it'll be a cool thing to brag about once the summer's over. Anyways guys, those were some of my ideas for you for this summer. So if you give them a try, definitely drop a comment. If you guys have any more ideas that you want or wish I talked about, leave those in the comments as well. If you guys want to see me trying some of these ideas, I can also do videos on that. Like I'm so open to anything that you guys want to see from my channel right now. So I will be trying a lot of these things that I listed myself, because like I said, I don't want to be locked in. Well, listen, I'm gonna be locked in 24/7. I'm a locked in kind of gal. I'm not gonna be locked inside with my phone the whole summer. I'm gonna be out and about. I'm gonna be doing stuff. I'm gonna have random ass hobbies and activities. This is hobby girl summer. So if you guys want to see me try some of this stuff, drop a comment down below. I'm more than open, and if it's something that you want me to share on here, no problem, I can do that too. If you guys want a part 2 in this video, I can make that as well. I still have a lot of ideas that I didn't mention. Make sure to follow me on other platforms. I'll have my Instagram and my TikTok linked if you want to stay updated with me. And thank you guys so much for watching as always. I'll see you next time.